Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Bev. I like to cook based on my mood, and right now I'm feeling a little snackish. So today I am going to make Cowboy Caviar. A lot of people haven't heard of this dish, but I'm telling you, it is the easiest dish to make. It's the best thing to bring to a barbecue. It's light, it's crisp, it's colorful, and it tastes delicious, let me tell you. So let's go ahead and get started with the recipe. All right guys, first we're gonna start with 1/3 cup of olive oil. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab a 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar. Now any kind of vinegar you have on hand would work. You can use apple cider vinegar or white wine vinegar. Whatever you have works. I don't really love the balsamic vinegar because it makes it too sweet and kind of changes the color. So either of those will really work. Then we're gonna go ahead with 1 teaspoon of cumin. I like to do a little more, so 1.5 teaspoons works, or go for a teaspoon. Then 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This stuff is strong, so I feel like a little bit of a teaspoon goes a long way. Then I put a tablespoon of salt. Now this is to your discretion. If you have salt issues, don't use a tablespoon. If you like your stuff a little more salty, use a little more. The world is your oyster, enjoy it. Okay, next, we want to use a whole lime, slice it in half because it's easier to juice that way. Next, we have 1 pound of fresh, seeded, and diced Roma tomatoes. The best way to seed them is just to cut it down the middle and scoop out those seeds. That way it's not so messy in the bowl, it looks a lot prettier. Then we have 1 bunch of diced cilantro. Next, ordinarily it'd be a can of black beans, but guess what? I only had white beans in my cupboard, so I'm using some white beans. Like I said, with this recipe you can do it any way you want. So it's gonna taste just as good. It just won't be as colorful, unfortunately, but it's gonna taste just as good, and to me, that is the important part. Next, we have 15 ounces of black-eyed peas. This actually makes the whole dish jump and pop, and it tastes so good. All right, next we have 1 cup of red bell pepper. You want to dice that about fingernail sized. I feel like that adds to the good chunkiness, and it's just tasty that way. Then we need 1 can of 11 ounces of super sweet corn. I went ahead and got the golden sweet corn with red and green peppers, just because that's my favorite. All right, last but not least, you want 1 red onion, and we're gonna dice it. I like to dice it kind of fine because, you know, red onion has kind of a strong taste to it. I personally like to rinse it a little right before because sometimes it can be strong and make your eyes water. So I find dicing it small and rinsing it right before helps that. All right, I want to give a little shout out to my hubby who helped me prep everything, who chopped and diced stuff. Thank you, baby.
Hey.
All right, guys, so we're gonna start with our black-eyed peas. I'm gonna slowly start putting these in. It's quite a bit. This is the main star of the dish. Trying to even it out a little bit. Then you can go ahead and dump in your cilantro. I like this because it kind of gives it that southwestern flavor. The cumin helps a lot with that. Next, we're gonna go ahead and put in the Roma tomatoes. Oh man, this is gonna taste so good, I can tell already. And I like to give it a little stir just in between each. You can already see how that color is starting to form. I'm gonna put in my white beans. Now, remember, black beans are ideal, but like I said, I didn't have my black beans, so white beans, there it is. You see the color's not as poppy as I like it, but it's still pretty. It's still gonna taste good. Next, got our yellow sweet corn. And you guys, if you don't have canned corn, you can also use frozen corn. It's no biggie. Give it a little stir in there. Look how pretty it is. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my gosh. Yum. Then the red onion. Do a little bit at a time. My bowl is so small. Look at this. It looks like it's gonna overflow, but trust me, it's not. A little more. Wow, look at this color. It's pretty, pretty. All right, my red bell pepper. My hubby did a good job dicing this. Thank you, honey.
Hey.
The most important thing is to have fun when you're cooking, you know? Sometimes that makes the food taste better, even when it's like really bad. As long as you had some fun cooking it, I think it makes the food taste a little better. You know that burnt chicken, but you laughed all the way? You scrape off that burnt part and enjoy it. All right, I like the way this color looks. Even with the white beans, this looks really pretty to me. Next, I'm gonna do my oil. This makes it nice and kind of sticky so that salt and everything else will kind of stick to it. I like to do the salt before I even start stirring. Whoops. That's okay. A little more. And feel free to have a little taste test as you do it. I've made this so many times that I know this is the way I like it. So if you feel like it's too much salt, like I said before, go ahead and kind of taste like a clean spoon, please. Don't be dipping and eating and dipping and even no double dipping. That's nasty. Go. Okay, next we can do, I like to do cumin. Little at a time. I find doing it a little at a time kind of coats it better. And make sure you're digging from the bottom. Get that bottom part up so you can make sure that gets, you know, saturated with the spices as well. And cumin has a pretty strong taste, so like I said, you can go ahead and taste test it to see if that's what you like it, the way you like it. I am making a hot mess over here, but that's okay, because I'm having fun. And it's gonna taste good. And I'm gonna make my husband clean.
Hey.
All right, the chili powder. And remember, this also has a strong taste, so you might want to taste test it. The chili powder, I would say it's like my least favorite ingredient in this, but it helps it with that Southwest like smoky flavor. And oh my goodness, with Fritos or tortilla chips, man, this is so bomb. I love that I'm being messier than normal, but that's okay, that's all right. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and put that red wine vinegar in. This helps with like the acidity, the tartness, brings it all together. So pretty, man, y'all see that? Even just so far. It's almost done. Boom, from the bottom. Get it from the bottom. Up, up, up. Boom. That looks so good. Okay. Now we just have to do our limes. Or our lime. And if you like it a little more tart, feel free to add another lime. I feel like one is enough because the vinegar is so acidic already. The lime kind of balances it out. I cannot wait to taste this. Like, my mouth is watering. Here we go. And don't forget, you can do different variations of this, like frozen corn, canned corn. You can throw some garlic in it. Black beans, white beans, whatever you got on hand. All right, I'll give it a try.
Get it out.
Well, let me really try it before. Let's see. All right, just one thing about this though. You should put it in the fridge for like 3 to 4 hours to let everything kind of marinate and soak up. Because that way everything kind of comes together and oh my God, the flavors just pop. I'm telling you, you bring this to a barbecue, people are gonna remember this dish. It's great with Fritos, tortilla chips. I'm gonna throw this over a salad. You can do it on a nice chicken breast, some fish, really, whatever, however you would like it. But this is Cowboy Caviar. It's a great snack. Thanks for watching my video.
If you liked this video, please press the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment. And if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you tune in next week for another video.
Alright, just go.
Why can't you cut between? Why do you want me to look so stupid in between each one? Why can't we cut it? Why? Are you not gonna, are you cutting it?
Hey.
You're being such a